Hello friends, Resorty here with more of our CK2 on English Neck and Norman Yoke playthrough. Again today, the forever war for the English throne has finally ended and William has maintained his legitimacy. Now we find some way to settle the factions against us and hopefully more firmly assert our permanent control over England for our family for a very long time. Happily we do have multiple children who are in good shape. Our current ambition is to groom an heir. This son will reach adulthood in 14 years, our daughter in only 11 years. So, before too long, we'll have fulfilled that one ambition. Jihad has currently launched against Galicia. The great Shia Caliph al-Mustanir II decided to call a jihad against the Kafirs and the King of Galicia. He urges all the Shia Muslims to take up arms against the king. That is far away, it is terrible, but it is not our problem currently. Hopefully the Pope will stay out of that one. So, in the factions right now, one moment before that, I'm happy with my place in life. It is good to be the king. I can't think of anything I'd rather do than just take care of myself and my friends. We are now content, and the mayor, that's Mayor Erend of Bodmin, loves that we are content. I feared, though, so the mayor who loves our philosophy, in response to this we say, we've feared for his sanity. He's not been himself lately. Help ease his problems, let him join me in the garden to relax and just talk about whatever he needed to talk about. He felt less stressed afterwards. That's nice. It's good to have mayors who feel good about us. Alright, let's go ahead and see what the factions against us are right now and what we can do about it. I very much do want to begin expanding into Wales before too long here. I think we actually have a claim against it, or might be trying to force vassalize. We'll stick into that in a little bit. First, though, the issue with the factions. So the biggest one here is made up of a person who absolutely hates us. Negative 100. Why are you so strongly against us? Looks like because we're foreign, a coward, we offend him at some point, we don't have him on the council. It's all pretty bad, looks like. All pretty bad all the way through. I don't think we'll make him happy, more or less whatever we do. I'd add up to a lot more than negative 100, so we just need to go ahead and outgrow our vassals' strength. So part of that's going to be spending some of our incoming money on improving our personal holdings, just get more and more of the solar available for us, so we're able to fight off any challenges to our throne. With that, we're out of money again, so I have to sit back now and let the ducats come flowing in, those gold doubloons, whatever are this game, gold coins, I guess. More technology from Constantinople, that's a good time. If I fight a war against the petty kingdom of, what are they over here? Whatever Wales is these days. Deirbroth, something like that. I'll need to do it with only my own troops, because the vassals are very cranky at being brought to war repeatedly, partially to fight a succession war. And speaking of which, there's a succession war against us a while back. I wonder if we could take the land of those who challenged us. Now, I don't actually remember which dukes it was. It was whoever held London, though. So, Duchess Adelfeld, sure that sounds right, challenged us previously. Revoke her title. Yeah, she's a traitor. She's a traitor, so we could take the Duchy of Bedford from her. I mean, she likes us somewhat now because we stopped her backing a plot against us. To take her title, though, she only holds one county. And then I guess I can take all of her vassal titles also, once I'm the Duke. Sure, let's do this. Also, we have a claim on the County of Dublin. So we are now set up not only to take part of Wales, but also begin taking part of the Irish coast. If we use this claim on Dublin, it's going to cost us 200 gold and 150 prestige. So I spent all of our money a moment ago on improvements. We've already taken a loan out from the Jewish merchants, so unfortunately, to avoid going to the negative, I gotta say no on this for right now. Disappointingly. Wait till over 200 money again, and hopefully get the claim more time, we'll see. A message from the King of Bohemia wanting us to come visit his coronation. You know what? You're a true Catholic. You don't like me very much, but we'll be best friends at your coronation. I'll be sure to attend. Hopefully the king does not die on the road here. We'll see what happens. Okay, so what possible claims do I have here? Again, I don't want to fight right now. I'm just curious, though. We could force the vassalization, though the votes are currently against. Due to a whole bunch of favors being made by Mayor Erend of Bodmin. He likes our philosophy but hates us. The disloyal sort, because again, apparently we're cowards and we've offended everyone in the realm somehow. The King of Bohemia has spared no expenses for his coronation, admiring the lavish sights offered by his palace, approached by the king himself. After talking for a while, I'm starting to think we might have a lot in common. Let's be best friends with the King of Bohemia. He is fairly large and in charge. Yeah, I mean, he's a constituent of the Holy Roman Empire. It could be nice to have a large HRE vassal on our team. Best friends forever. Cool. Cool. And then from that, can we get a non-aggression pact or an alliance possibly? I don't have non-aggression pact. I think only the lead liege can give me the non-aggression pact. So because he's a vassal, he can't do anything currently. Though hopefully he'll remember us if ever he's elected to lead the HRE. That'd be pretty cool if so. I don't think it's gonna happen though, unfortunately. Alright, can I get non-aggression from our friends, the Kaiser here? Looks like no. Well, happily France is blocking us off. Hopefully that continues for a while. That child needs focus. Princess Mathilda here, 6 years old, is not yet married off. We should probably fix that. Probably get some alliances before too long. We'll make her focus in... They're already pretty good at stewardship. We'll do some more in monies. We'll see if the HRE is interested in marrying her off to the heir to the HRE. So we'll arrange a betrothal there with our number 1 daughter. She's 6, he is 12. I guess the problem is that she is too young. Actually, no, the problem is that we call it political concerns. That probably means the HRE wants to eat us before too long. I don't have a better daughter, if I'm afraid, so no HRE luck there. I kind of want to ally with France, though I'm not sure how long I want to be their friend. At some point, we're going to take that. We have the problem of the Isles right now, and the problem of dealing with the pesky Norwegians. So I guess a French alliance would not be absolutely terrible. So, unfortunately, France is currently broken apart. The usurper on the throne right now, so I should wait till their war resolves and see who's leading that after them, rather. Marshal Gerbod told me about his ideas. I couldn't understand what he was talking about, but he's adamant in the belief it would improve the military. He wants to take trebuchets, fill them with the entrails of turkeys, and give a Thanksgiving dinner into the enemy camp. Adopting martial ideas costs a little bit of money, gives prosperity, and gives us military technology spread. I love that. Absolutely love that. Okay, we're able right now to create another kingdom, but at this point I don't see any reason to have another kingdom. Be over Brittany, and I believe we control all of Brittany currently. Let's make sure that's the case. Kingdom of Brittany is all of that, and yeah, we control literally all of it. At some point we'll make claims into more of France, but not right now, I don't believe. Coronation of King Svatobar. The king kneels before Bishop Jurek as a host of vassals surrounds them in complete silence. The bishop blesses him and places the crown upon his head, proclaiming him King of Bohemia by the grace of God. Isn't it nice when the bishop you pay to visit actually comes? You'll remember when the Pope came for us, he didn't actually come. We paid for him, and instead we got some minor envoy. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Ceremony concluded, the king bids us adieu. We return to our capital in Rouen. Regency thereby ends because the king is once more on the throne. I really shouldn't try to improve anything right now because I just need the cash. So let's go ahead and look at our vassals, our factions against us. A whole bunch of dissatisfaction. I'm surprised that this duchess is still against us in that she has a decent opinion. She likes Edgar more than us though, a minor commander. More interesting to her than us on the throne. So I can give her some money and make her happy. What else is her problem? I mean, she's on the council. What more could you possibly want? One thing you might want is a new bird, which has arrived the Muse, a new book on the art of writing poetry in the library. Alright, if we read the book, we might be inspired. If we take the bird out, we might have a good falconry attempt. Let's read the book. It's the proper kingly thing to do, I've decided. And I think nothing happened. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Alright. How strong are the Welsh next door? They're already in a war against someone. Against whom are they fighting right now? Currently fighting against Dublin. Okay, so I actually want our friends in the West to successfully capture Dublin so that we're able to vassalize it as well. More outcome for one war, always good. Alright, the book about poetry is really boring. It's just filled with do's and do nots. I just want to throw it out of the window. This book was not for me, become depressed. Take the bird out for a hunt. Let's go hunting instead. Yeah, Who needs books? Books are for nerds, and we're not a nerd king, and we are a true king, surely. French... Looks like the French revolt actually is taking land right now from the French king. I'm curious what's happening inside the fog of war, but all of the captured land is inside, not outside. Alright, I don't particularly want to alliance with Scotland or with Ireland, because I very much want to have them as part of me. Let's see here. Apostate's been found. The court chaplain Guntard bursts into chambers, flanked by several warriors dragging Count Conan of Penthrive with them in chains. Alright, the Count here doesn't much care for me. He's pretty stressed out already. He's a deceitful sort, and what a lovely hood you have. Almost like a hood of a secret society or something. My king, I have procured irrefutable evidence that this man consorts with Lucifer's own. What should be done with him? We burn the apostate, we gain some piety, and also he dies. His heir has a similar hood. Are you also one of Lucifer's own? Am I onto a secret satanic conspiracy in my court? I suspect so. Let's burn him. Let's burn him. Alright, off he goes. Ah, yes. I was then going to work on ridding myself of the awful traitors. So give me this duchy. Can't take it, because titleification law is not enabled in our kingdom. Our council is overly empowered right now. So we are able to revoke titles personally. I guess we don't have a law about titleification. Will the council go for this? No, the council is entirely opposed. Literally entirely opposed to this law. And I'm guessing that's because of the ongoing issue with favors. So check the council. Looks like only 3 favors going on my loyalist and my 2 glory hounds. What a shame. I got a council messenger doing nothing. I'm guessing then that the Byzantine Empire changed hands once more. Where's the capital of Byzantines? Oh gosh. Our mother has died. What an awful coughing sound that was. Very unpleasant. Where on earth is the capital, though? A lot of duchies, a lot of kingdoms. Who is your ruler and where does he live? Oh my goodness! The Byzantine Empire has hopped over into the bottom of the boot here. Very well, very well. I think the technology is still the highest in Constantinople, though, which is currently riddled with disease. So, what disease is that, and are we too concerned about it? It's the blue one. The blue one is consumption. I guess for right now we can get our spy master do something else, or prep spy elsewhere. Let's study technology in the capital here for right now. We'll move them over a little bit later if I remember to do so. And I really want to continue building. I need more money still. It's a strange thing to be the king and also be impoverished, held back at every moment. The new bird, though, is almost too perfect. I enjoy every hunt with her, and the cook has trouble finding new recipes for rabbit. We, as a kingdom, are rabid for rabbit. Now we're a falconer with +1 diplomacy, and every other falconer loves us also. Yes, true falconer, true king, very, very good. Very, very good. Okay, is the council still against me? Actually, can I ask for vassalization? I can't ask for vassalization because he's currently fighting. Yeah, he's still working on getting Dublin for himself, and so we'll ignore this war until that's done. How are things looking up north? I don't think I have any claims on Scotland at all. And he's a king, of course, so he's surely not going to vassalize. Can't go for an alliance. I mean, we don't have any actual family connection right now, I don't believe, so not going to happen unless I sell off my daughter, who's currently doing nothing. I guess right now we could marry her nephew. Oh, right. Our sister was the prior queen of Scotland, but she is now dead. So your heir, also my nephew. Our sister is his mother. So if we marry one of our daughters to our nephew, they'll then share one set of grandparents, and that's the path for sadness and badness, I believe. So I don't think we want to do that. I don't think we want to do that unless we end up with... I mean, I was going to say unless we end up with inbred children, but it's not actually us. It's Scotland. Hey, my wife's pregnant also. Give me some more bargaining chips, thanks. Alright, are you interested in being betrothed to your niece. No. It's political concerns. Yeah, all these people are uninterested in being close to us. Who are the people in the middle here? This is... I don't know how to say that. Soriar? Something like that, maybe? I'm surprised that Scotland has not ruled over them quite yet. I'm sure they won't vassalize. Absolutely not. Is it even close? Not even close. I just want to claim on that instead of a claim on Dublin, after all. So we'll move our Chancellor over to fabricate in their capital, which is up here, it looks like. Also, there's some disease raising there. I hope I don't get terribly sick. Thinking at some point fairly soon to spend some money on hospitals also. I believe we have no hospitals currently in our realm here. Yeah, no hospitals. How much is it for hospital? 100 money currently. Maybe first things first, I want to pay back my loan, so that's available in the future. Our wife invites us for a plot to kill Duke Edwig of Hampshire. Now, this is the Duke who's been factioning against us consistently, yeah? I know it's Duke Anferith. Edwig is part of a faction against us, though. I don't know why she wants him dead. Is she just a good wife? That's all that's happening, or she's a good wife who's trying to consolidate power on our throne? You know what? Sure. The wifey asks for us to deal with a troublesome vassal. I'm happy to do so. And Dublin's managed to finish over here now, so with that done, I will make vassalization noises. Of course they refuse. What's new there? If we had positive opinion, they'd still refuse, unfortunately. So what is the possibility of a war? The possibility of war is the endless favors against us still. So how long do those favors continue? I think it's, what, 3 years, 2 years about that? Going to be over for 13 months. 5 months and 5 months. Alright, we're not going to do anything in terms of aggressive expansion for a little while longer here. We're getting our claim up north, hopefully. Got a bit of a delay, but that's going to be good. It's been good to pull in some more cash to repay our loan. How much does it actually cost to go to war with them? I know I've looked at this a few times now, but I just forget from moment to moment. So, Vacillation War would cost 1,000 prestige. So no money, only 1,000 prestige. Or to have a quote-unquote rightful claim. I mean, surely God has given us a claim. Beyond that, I'm not sure. A message from... I don't know whom. We had a very brief message there to marry someone off, but maybe they got a more attractive offer more quickly. Alright, I still have these children to marry off. So, France is reunified. Let's see if we can get a proper marriage with someone in the French court. The heir of the Kingdom of France is his child, but in a different dynasty. Is he married matrilineally? No, he's not married matrilineally. Why is it a different family then? So it's the House Capet, or Capet, I don't know how to say that, is married to someone in the, or his child, the Deputy. I don't know why you're in a different family. You're not married matrilineally. I don't actually understand at all why you are in the wrong family. I don't... Well, who knows? Who knows? But you're already betrothed off, unfortunately. Do you have other children? Only females. We're betrothed away to various dukes. This younger one, only 5. Do we have a young boy? I mean, we have the eventual king, King William here. We should get him betrothed to someone who's a good stats queen right soon. We'll do that in just a second. But first of all, our Marshal Gerbaud de Oostervel has put forward a plan for experimentation with new military technology inspired by supposedly brilliant inventor and engineer he's recently befriended. All that's needed is some money. Only 30 gold. You know what? Let's do it. Let's definitely do that. And let's also find a queen for our heir. So our heir is a perfectly normal little boy. He has no positive or negative traits. He's just hanging out, being himself, learning all about nothing, it looks like. He has no focus in life. He definitely needs some more diplomacy and some more stewardship both. We're going to go ahead and do the diplomacy thing. So learn about humility, please. And let's go find ourselves a queen. So we want any woman whatsoever of my religion, and ideally my culture, but I'll leave that one open for right now and see. Unmarried currently. Are there any geniuses out there? My goodness, there are. How cool is that? So there are 2 geniuses, one 15, one age 4. Those 15 is currently has a claim on part of Schwaben. That's German territory, I believe. And I think the 4-year-old's gonna be perfect. They're all just plain geniuses with no developed talents. So do we want to get married to a courtier, a courtier, a courtier, a courtier, a courtier? No real possibility of different ranks here. So you camp on top. You have the best developed skills in the right age. So will we be able to marry you to our king, our someday king? Yes, it's gonna trash his prestige, but that's just fine. Come on down and give me some genius babies. Love to have it. Absolutely love to have it. I hope she has no other negative traits. Actually, didn't check on that before assigning her. No, she has nothing at all. She's a freshly fallen snow. Is that the Pechenig culture group? Where is that? Who do we marry off to? I'm over in Hungary. Cool, I have a lovely vacation house that I'm sure. That's gonna be good for the dynasty. The possibility of having genius grandchildren is absolutely wonderful. Alright, a daughter was born unto the king and the queen. Her name's Haria. We now have 3 daughters, the youngest one in curls, that we can marry off for better possibility of alliances. So look into France on that now. And I'm going to repay my loan, which puts us down to almost no money at all. And repay 350. Borrow 300, repay 350. Interest rates as high as a Visa MasterCard. It's no good. A duke has usurped a county from some nice young lady who probably liked me. That's making his faction power even stronger. How's my wife's plot doing? My wife's plot... I wonder if I ended it, actually. There's an auto end on. Fabricate a claim on the Kingdom of England. Hedwig, you're big problems. The Armored Chariot. Receive a report from the outcome of the military experiments that your marshal asked you to sponsor. Apparently, a large steel-plated chariot was constructed, propelled by 10 men inside, pulling it forward, directed by a commander peering out from a revolving turret mounted on top. The vehicle also had several ballistas firing through arrow slits, though ending up too slow and too expensive for actual wartime employments. It still provides some valuable lessons. We briefly invented the tank, and now we got some military technology points. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. These vassals. So were any of these vassals against me previously? No, so I can't revoke that title, unfortunately. And the other ones probably also didn't actually rise up against me. No, not that duke either. So these dukes are all more or less on our team, but they would like to be on their own team, I guess. Yeah, looks like they're all quote-unquote loyal. Except for the Duchess here, who, again, does like me. We over her, or should we over... Actually, no, she's the one I can take the land from if my council gets behind it. Alright, we need to get tower revocation law still, as this is a bit ago we figured that out. A father, calls Hermione, pulling my arm, pleading to play with her and her latest toy, completely oblivious to all the important work I'm in the middle of. Sometimes the kid can really be insufferable. If we ignore our responsibilities, we might become kind. She might gain some points. Or we say, not now, child, and we will maybe become cruel. Let's be a good guy. Alright, we're a good guy. We did not become permanently kind, but we was a kind action the once there. That's just fine then. Alright, we're over 350. Our credit card is paid off. Great. And I noticed my marshal is actually doing recruiting drives. We don't need that, because we have a full army, or full enough army for right now. But during wartime, we should be recruiting, not all the live-long day. But for now, back to military technology. Just on improving that down at the capital. Capital which will improve, again, fairly soon. I believe the council is over some of their favors. There's still one against them, so why on earth do I have a hostile mayor as my advisor? He's probably a loyalist at one point. I'm going to kick him off the council, clearly. There's no reason to have him as an advisor. He doesn't like this very much. That's fine, though. That's absolutely fine, though. So with that, we can now get ourselves a large vassal who's cranky about not being on the council. Possibly one of the ones plotting against us, though the plus 40 would not help at all, and they can actually like us. This person here, though, they were offended, so only one more year and offense drops off. He is a duke. Do you have any event spawn army, or just like actual army? Actual army. You know what, then? You get to go and be our advisor. It's put you onto the council. Please don't vote against me in this moment. Next. Fate smiles, my wife is pregnant once more. I want to say excellent, though I thought this character's fertility level was very low. He is homosexual, and he is, I thought, chaste also? No, he's not chaste. He's only homosexual, so -15 fertility. We had him on the seduction focus. Now that we have 5 children potentially, I think we're going to go ahead and change him to a new focus. And that focus is getting a little bit older. It could be family, to have greater diplomacy. That's also high fertility, though. I think we're going to go ahead and do hunting for the time being. Maybe after a while we'll change to diplomacy or stewardship if we need a larger domain size, but at this point we're good where we are. Blessed is past. Owain Hagengill lived a pious life. Where'd you live? Oh my goodness, somewhere in Wales. I see all those consonants, I think Wales. The Pope's going to have a ceremony to celebrate. Blessed be his name. Maybe someday we'll have a blessed in our court. Not this king, though. Not at all. Alright, we need some more prestige. So I think we can hold a... Uh-oh. Suddenly domain size is too big. Changing off the seduction lowered my domain size? Is that right? How does that work? Or does my queen have lower stats because she's pregnant? It only lowers personal combat skill. She's pretty stressed out. It's unfortunate. Why are we under domain size now? So did seduction actually do something? He has more intrigue and more sex appeal. Is it possible that the sex appeal made us get more stewardship? I don't think so. Alright, so we've lost stewardship somehow. Like, our king has literally 0 stewardship. How on earth are you king? That's what I want to know clearly. His gout gives him -2 stewardship. That's part of it. Have we been treated recently by a doctor? I haven't checked that at all recently. Yeah, we can get treated again, and hopefully get the gout to go away eventually. Our physicians here were asked for the normal default treatments. Don't want any body parts cut off. This time, cow's dung and herbs were smeared on our chest. We feel better. Our stewardship is back. That gets back to 5 of 5. It might be the case that the treatment fell off. We're just barely holding together our tiny little domain here. Potentially I should have gone off hunting and onto something else in terms of stewardship. Probably rulership would do it. But for right now, we're holding the empire together. Or the kingdom together, rather. We've gotten very little done this particular episode. Very little's happened, though we are getting our money in. We paid off our loan, and now we are in the process of accumulating 100 more prestige so we can take over the Welsh territory to the west. That'll happen in next episode, surely. For now, though, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again real soon.